do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable,
Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Indiana high school football fans. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live from Carroll High School. Week number 2 of the Summit Athletic Conference. We do have the 1-0 Carroll Chargers playing host to the 0-1 Snider Panthers. This is SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us on a rainy Friday evening. Now it looks like it has cleared up, and we are ready for week number 2. Hunter Sosenheimer on the camera. This is Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Joining me in the booth, University of St. Francis assistant coach Grant Veith here joining me in the color. Grant, welcome. Week number 2 of the SAC. Exciting event, especially get to bring this to the people at home that can't necessarily come to visit.
Yeah, with the current state of affairs, allowing us to broadcast games to the fans at home is a really valuable asset, and looking forward to a great game here tonight. Snider took one on the chin last week in kind of an unexpected manner. Carroll got off to a hot start last week, beating up on a good Bishop Luers team. So I expect an excellent matchup tonight.
Yeah, Grant, tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background for the viewers at home.
I coach wingbacks and tight ends at University of St. Francis. Prior to that, I worked at Bishop Dwenger High School as well as a few high schools in Indianapolis. Have been around high school and college football all my life, and got an opportunity to come out and help to commentate and do color commentary on these games, and just really excited about the opportunity.
No, we appreciate it absolutely for joining us here, bringing some insight here to the game of football, as we are a extremely busy company here this evening in SummitCitySports.com, as we are live at 6 venues here this evening. Mississinawa at New Haven. We have Bishop Luers at Wayne, Southside at Northrop, Homestead at Concordia. Of course, right here, Snider at Carroll. And the game of the week is Bishop Dwenger at Northside. Northside coming off that outstanding game last week against this Snider club, Grant. And you were out there for that matchup. They are Northside's the real deal, no question about it. Snider, really not sure, played 2 different quarterbacks. Sounds like they're splitting reps here also in the practice this week. What do you expect from Snider coming off that loss last week against Northside?
I expect Snider to come out with a renewed energy. Coach Tippmann and that staff, I'm sure, went back to the drawing board this week and got things back to basics. A lot of times when something like that happens week 1, it's because you were trying to do too much early. Okay. So you get back, you focus on your identity. You focus on what is Snider football. I expect Snider to come out and try to establish a run game tonight behind that big offensive line. Number 6, Tyrese Brown, is a big physical back. He's a one-cut back who's going to put his foot in the ground and get vertical right now. So I'd like to see Snider come out and establish a running game and try and push people around the way they have for the last 20 years in the SAC.
Right, yeah, the outstanding program, of course, led by head coach Kurt Tippmann. On the other side, the host squad here, the Carroll Chargers, coming off a demolishing win against Lures last week. And head coach Doug Dinan really has a great group of kids returning, and it all starts with their quarterback, the junior Jeffrey Becker. He is a difference maker running the show for Carroll. Expect really good things out of him against the Snider defense here tonight.
He's a very dynamic player. He's kind of overshadowed kind of by the performance of Deuce Taylor last week, but Becker was very, very solid in the win. Has been very, very solid throughout his career here. Coach Papagiannis, the offensive coordinator here at Carroll, does a lot of things to get him moving, get the ball out quick, and really maximize his strengths.
So it will be an outstanding matchup here between the Snider Panthers and the Carroll Chargers. Snider could go 0-2 with the loss here tonight. It's been over about 2 decades since they have started the season 0-2. So that's on the line here tonight. Carroll trying to put their foothold and get another step towards trying to get that crown away from one of their rivals in the Summit Athletic Conference and the Homestead Spartans, who took one on the chin last week against Northrop. But there's a lot going to shake out tonight here in the Summit Athletic Conference, and here's game of 1 that will really decide on where we're going here into week 3, 4, 5, and 6. So Snider did defer, so Carroll still waiting to take the field. Snider sitting across the way, rocking the white jerseys and the black pants with the black helmets, and the Snider cursive written on the side. But we are about set here. This is SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 through 18. Our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral needed, saving you time and money. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you see what I like to call the fake coin toss, fake news right here, already been done. As we said, Snider did defer on that kick. It looks like Snider's going to come out with Darren Swanson. It's at least what they list on the number 1 on the depth chart here, number 18, the 6 foot, 170-pounder, 6'2", 170-pounder. And for the Carroll Chargers, of course, led by number 9, Jeffrey Becker, the junior. Watch for him to lock up with his favorite target, taking the place of Mitchell from a year ago, and that is number 7, Mason Englert. He had an outstanding game, receiving the ball, rushing the ball, and, of course, returning kicks. This kid is tremendous. Watch his stutter step and go. The kid can stop on a dime and move the ball forward. This kid is an absolute game breaker, not a lot of people know about, and you'll get to see him tonight as well as a slew of players, as Coach Veith mentioned. Tyrese Brown, their tremendous running back for Snider, and head coach Kurt Tittman, and they are going to be relying heavily, one of the best offensive linemen in our state, and DJ Moore. So we are about ready for Carroll and Snider. I'm excited. Let's get it going here, Grant. So it will be a 6 broadcast night for SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us all over the place. You can watch us on Periscope and Facebook, SummitCitySports.com, IHSAATV.org. As you can see, it's at all places. Of course, just one live stream event per YouTube channel. That's the new YouTube rules, not our rule, so you can at them. So we are just live on YouTube for one contest tonight. That's always going to be our game of the week, which is Northside and Dwenger. So we are excited as Snider will kick, and it will be deep, 3-man deep squad here for Carroll. As the first whistle of the second week of Friday night, it is on, lights are on, players are on, we are set, and for the kick, Jester puts it deep. Takes it at the 1, does Hunter Mertz. Mertz cuts it out wide, that far sideline, upended at the 30-yard line, and that's where Carroll will start 1st and 10 from their 30. Jonathan McCall with the tackle. And Carroll will start their first offensive possession, 1st and 10. We'll see what Becker and company has in store. You know, this Snider defense, Grant, is looking to pick up the pieces from a week ago against Northside, where they really were moved up and down the field. So let's see what happens here against this tremendous offense for the Chargers.
Snider with DJ Moore at the 3 technique here into the boundary. That's a big body who did not play on the defensive side last week.
So here we go with the first play of scrimmage. Becker, he's going to hand, and a couple of yards. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain, just enough. That was Aiden Lazoff, the junior, with the carry. And nice first play here for Carroll, a nice 5-yard clip. And we'll hurry up here, Coach. Trips near side, lone wide receiver to the far side. That's Lazoff in the backfield with Becker. A little option. Near side, I think that's a broken play here. Could be in trouble. And then it is brought down by number 47 for Snider. That is Dominic Moon.
Dominic Moon's a sideline-to-sideline linebacker. Had a rough week trying to navigate traffic last week, but looks like he's on top of it this week.
So on the broken play, still put containment out there with Becker to keep him inside the numbers. And that's where you don't want him, is getting the edge, because he can do many, many good things out on the perimeter, as they're going to go spread formation here. Becker in the pistol with number 10, Aiden Lazoff behind him. Looking near side on the little curl, threw it just behind his intended receiver, and number 7, Mason Englert. So 3 and out here for Carroll, Coach. 10:40 left in this first quarter, 4th and 10. Well, 4th and 12.
Got to be a shot in the arm for that Snider defense after the tough look they had last week. Getting a 3 and out on this first series. Watch number 1 right here, Tavarius Easley Jones. He's lightning in a bottle. I don't think they're going to punt the ball anywhere near him. He can roll.
Back deep along with Juarez. Kamari Juarez, the sophomore. And here's the punt. End over end kick. Nice little kick. Comes up. Uh-oh. Touched it. Uh-oh. There's our first break, and it's going to go to Carroll. And the recovery on the offensive fumble. Tucker Steely recovers for a Carroll 1st and 10, a possession change.
Snider always so strong in the kicking game. It's uncharacteristic of Snider to make mistakes on special teams. Typically so strong in that aspect.
Let's go to the Traction Athletic Performance replay there. It just was in between. Once it went through the legs, need to probably just get away, but I don't know if he thought that his partner did touch it. He did not. So we'll go back to the live action with Carroll, 1st and 10. And that one underthrown for his intended receiver, number 19, Cooper Rudolph. So a couple wild passes for Becker here early.
He's had good protection. He has to settle down, slow down his reads, follow through, rely on his technique.
Well, Becker. And 2nd and 10, 3 wide receiver set. Motion man to that far side. Becker's going to hand off to Lazoff. Lazoff looking for a cut and a beautiful defensive tackle. That's number 52, Reese Thomas from the middle linebacker spot. Nice play.
Looks like they tried to motion the wing back over and run a pin and pull there, pin that defensive end with the wing and try to get outside. Defensive end just too strong and too physical for that wing back to try to reach.
Empty backfield for Becker. Flag on the play. Comes out near side over the top and through the hands of his intended wide receiver. But we're going to take a look at the flag. That's going to be illegal shift. And Carroll, let's see if Snider will decline this and make it 4th and 10. Or back him up. It is going to be declined by head coach Kurt Tittman. Make it 4th and 10. Good call there on decline, Coach?
I think so. You force a punt, get an opportunity to get the ball back. With Becker back there, you don't want to give him extra opportunities.
So it will be another kick. There's one lone returner back there, Tavarius Easley Jones. Nice end-over-end kick. Beautiful kick. Takes a nice Carroll bounce inside the 5 and down near the 3-yard line. How about that punt? Tremendous stuff from number 99, Evan Jester.
Got a great roll there. Jones has got to put his heels on the 10-yard line and really attack that ball with the end-over-end punt. You know it's good, and with the wet field positions, you know it's going to slow down. You can't put your offense in that position. You really need to attack that football and go get it.
So Snider will start their first possession inside their own 5-yard line. And it will be Swanson to lead the squad here to start this ball game. Twin wide receiver set there near side and split.
2 tight ends there on the weak side.
Ball hand to that far side. Spins out of traffic, still up. And does finally go down after about a 2-yard gain. But there it is, Tyrese Brown, the shiftiness and the strength there to break out a little bit.
Only one safety deep for Carroll. They're not real worried about the vertical passing game. They feel they can run with him if Carroll tries to stretch the field.
3 wide receivers set there near side. Play action. Goes across the middle. Beautiful play. And that's going to be a horse collar tackle. They're going to add 15 yards to that, but nice throw and then catch by Jade Moore.
With the rule change a few years ago, if you get on the top part of that jersey at all, it's called a horse collar tackle. It doesn't have to be inside the shoulder pads anymore. It's a tough situation for that kid. He reached out, grabbed what he could, just ended up getting the top of the jersey.
It will be 1st and 10 for Snider. And that's the break they needed after defense stood strong after the turnover in the kicking game. 9:11 on the clock here in this first quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us. And it will be spotted at the 31-yard line for Snider. 1st and 10. 2 wide receiver set. Jones in the backfield. Brown in the backfield with Swanson. A little hard count. And made the defensive line jump there on Carroll.
Be interesting to see. Excuse me, Swanson never really got comfortable last week. He took a shot on the first play of the game, caused a fumble that Northside returned for a touchdown. They get an easy completion there for him early on a slant, get a hard count, get him a 1st and 5, trying to get his confidence going.
Good help on the tackle there between number 45, that's Craig McGinnis, and number 11 is Ethan Beaupre. Nice two-man tackle there. But still a pretty nice gain on first down. We'll bring up second at about 4 for the Panthers.
Free safety making tackles at the line of scrimmage. Look for Coach Tippmann to dial up some play action here, see if they can get behind him.
Man in motion. That's Juarez. They fake it to Juarez. Swanson's going to keep it. Bounces it here near side. Has some space. Had a blocker. Has another one outside. We're going to get a hold here. And on the edge here, I think they're going to get number 84 for Snider, which is not on the roster. We'll have to double check and get you that. So that's going to be a spot foul here on the hold. Let's see what the official call is. Yep. So Swanson already had a big gain, and that's going to bring it back from the spot.
Swanson does a great job setting up that block as he turns the corner, gives kind of a dip. 78's able to engage that flowing linebacker and get about another 20 before it came back on the hold.
So it will be. Well, they got to wait for the chain gang to get up here because they have not moved. So we'll see where they spot it. Be 10 yards from the spot. They're going to place it right there at the 43-yard line of Carroll. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So maybe Snider saw something right there on bouncing it using the wheels with Swanson. Trips wide receiver to the far side. Nobody in the backfield. Low snap. Little swing pass out wide through the hands. That was a forward pass. Barely, but it was forward.
Intended for number 12, Billingsley, incomplete. 2nd down.
Snider's done a good job here making Carroll defend the entire 53 1/3. People talk about a vertical stretch all the time with the field. Well, if you can make the defense defend the entire width of the field, you can thin some things out, really get some seams, get some big plays that way.
Handoff. Nice little stutter step, and then we may have a hold as the referee will throw the flag in the backfield. That was number 52 on the tackle, Mark Murray. And it will be a hold against Snider. So they're going to take it back 10 yards from the spot with 8:03 left in this first quarter.
Carroll really swarms to the football well defensively. 6 or 7 silver helmets every time the ball gets handed off.
So they will mark it, and it will be 2nd down once again, but it's going to be 2nd and forever here for the Panthers and Darren Swanson. Here we go for Snider. 3 wide receiver set. Swanson in the pistol. Looking to throw. Going deep. Has a man. And just over the outstretched hands of number 14, Jade Moore.
10 for Moore. Incomplete. For 4, Kate Dynamite.
That will bring up 3rd and 22, Coach.
Pretty well thrown ball there. He threw it the only place he could. Snider's getting great push up the middle with just their down guys. The edge rush has been there, but really impressed with their 2 down guys in the middle, getting push on those 2 big guards from Snider.
Swanson, 3rd and 22, as I mentioned, 7:50 on the clock. 3 wide receiver set, twins to the far side. Lone back, goes quick on that quick out, thrown high and hit immediately by number 4, Kate Dynan. Hit that right as he touched it. That's going to bring up 4th and long.
Great break by Cade Dynan. That's a heady play by a coach's kid. He sees that receiver drop his hands and get into his break, and he drives on it right away.
So it will be Snider looking to punt here against the Chargers back deep. It is number 7, Mason Englert. And this kid can flat out return the ball. Let's see if they kick it to him or try to angle it here towards this near sideline as they're on this near hash. Just got it off. 1 hopper, 2 hopper. Now will hop out of the way. That's going to go inside the 10 and down at the 6-yard line. What a punt. Tremendous stuff by number 96, Trent Ryder, the senior. So we'll take a quick short break. You're watching SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on the quick restart. Like the ball spot, and let's go. Becker, play action, right across the middle. Found an open man here right in the middle of that zone. That's number 20, Jamesman Coverstone. Outstanding pitch and catch.
Becker does a great job there on that short roll, setting his feet, really ripping that ball into that defensive hole.
That was an outstanding throw in traffic there right in the middle of that zone. And 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And Becker. Jeffrey Becker. He's going to keep it on that far side. And that's going to be another flag. We may have another hole on a tackle and a loss on the play. That may have been another broken play.
They pulled the backside tackle and gave a zone read type look, tried to fit the quarterback back up underneath the tackle. I think the tackle was supposed to kick the defensive end. Moon was just too fast there getting to that play.
So it will be. I'm sure they're probably going to decline. Well, they're going to back them up. We'll replay first and mark off 10 yards here on the hold. And Carroll going in the wrong direction here. First down and 20-ish. Becker in the pistol, 4 wide receiver set, their spread. Becker looks far side. Ooh, nice jump on the route by number 1, Tavarius Easley Jones, coach.
He's very, very explosive. He sticks that foot. Once he reads it, he sticks that foot in the ground, and he comes in a hurry. Keep an eye on number 7 on the Snider side, or on the Carroll sideline, the Snider corner down here. Number 7, Jackson McCullough, only a sophomore. Really impressed with him last week with how physical he was with bigger receivers.
Same formation, 2nd and 20. Just under 7 minutes left in this first quarter. Going down here to this near sideline, 50-50 ball, knocked away. What a defensive play on the knockaway, just as you mentioned, Coach Jackson McCullough.
Speaking of the devil, he got his head turned around, went up and high pointed the ball. A receiver who's a couple inches taller, a little more length on him, but a young man I think is going to have a bright future.
6:52 on the clock, 3rd and 20 on the incompletion. Same formation here for head coach Doug Dinan. Becker takes a snap, surveys the field, looks down the center, a little bit low, but nice catch by number 20, Coverstone. And that is very close to a first down. I think he got it, Coach. Wow, what a play on 3rd and long.
I think that's right at it. They're going to give it to him.
Just inside the 40-yard line.
Outstanding play by Becker and McCullough. Coverstone, the junior. Both juniors locking up there for a big 3rd down to move the chains for Carroll.
Carroll offensive line's really stout up front right now. Snider's not getting much of a pass rush.
The handoff up the gut. Number 10. And that's Lazoff. About a 5-yard gain for Carroll. We'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Lazoff just keeps those legs churning, gets another yard pushing the pile. Here comes DJ Moore in again at a defensive tackle spot.
And the quick snap. Snider wasn't even set. And there's a flag by the back judge. I wonder if Snider has too many on or maybe a late substitution here, Coach.
Tackle by Moon, penalty marker on the flag.
Let's see what it is. Because they were absolutely scrambling as Becker took that snap in. Yeah, illegal. Substitution. Penalty is declined.
When you push tempo like this, you always stand a chance to catch the other team in a line change.
So here is Becker. They restart the game clock. 6:05, clock is rolling here in the first quarter. Coverstone comes to the flip-flop side here, right at the 50. Becker in the pistol. Looking down the center of the field. Scrambling. Nice cut here near side, gets a block, lowers his shoulder, and then it's tackled by number 7, McCullough, but after a first down run on the scramble from Becker.
Had a smash concept there into the boundary where you have a hitch out of the outside receiver and a corner out of the inside receiver. The safety ran with the corner. Corner sat on the hitch, and it just wasn't there, so Becker pulled it down, got a first down.
Becker looks quick here on the near side on the out. Whoa. Had to adjust, but about caught it. That will be incomplete. 2nd and 10 with 5.5 left to go in the first.
Luckily, that ball was thrown low. That young man might be picking up his teeth.
Would have taken him right into the defense. No question about that. That could have been a herder. As Becker going to line his players. It's number 36, the tight end, Dylan Bennett. They're going to hand off Lazoff. Goes out to that left side. Oh, what a tackle. How about that play by number 52, Reese Thomas?
Reese Thomas is having a day. He's just really athletic for that tackle to try and reach and cover up. Either need to get him some wingback or tight end help or just try and slow him down.
3rd and 8. Hurry up here for Carroll. They've been doing it all quarter. The waggle here near side, looking deep, has a man-to-man coverage, and touchdown to number 7. Who else? Mason Englert. What a pitch and catch for the touchdown for Carroll.
A lot of miscommunication there. It looks like Carroll shifted into that trip set out of the no-huddle look. Snider didn't adjust in time. They seem to be scrambling on the back end there.
So it will be an extra point attempt for Evan Jester. On the hold, number 9, the quarterback, Jeffrey Becker. And Steely with the snap. That one is wide, near side, so 6-0. That could come into play. But a nice drive there from Carroll, fighting through a couple penalties as well, and they lead 6-0. 5:02 left here in the first quarter. Let's go to that Traction Athletic Performance replay on that touchdown, pitch and catch. Look at the time here for Becker. Get him outside the pocket, coach, and let her rip and put that ball right on the money to Englert.
I think the corner thought he had safety help. Safety ran with the vertical that went to the opposite hash mark. Corner didn't have any safety help and ended up getting beat over top.
So what a start here for Carroll. Had to, as I mentioned, fight through some penalty, but now lead 6-0 here early in this ball game. 5:02 remaining in the quarter, and Carroll got to feel pretty nicely about themselves here. They get a stance, maybe get a little bit more momentum going. This could be dangerous here early, as you hope the Snider players don't get down on themselves because they got the players to play with anybody.
Easley Jones took one back to the house last week that got called back on a penalty, and once he caught the kick, he looked like he was shot out of a cannon. He made one move and took off down the sideline, and he outran the angle.
Game breakers all over the field, and it will be a kick here from Jester. Low line drive kick, it's going to one hop and takes it, does Easley Jones, comes near side, stiff arm. We got a flag, but he's got a hole. Over the 50 and tackled at the 49-yard line of Carroll, but this could be coming back. Another penalty marker down. Tackle by Mertz.
looks in the area of a hold.
Penalty marker on the play. Holding on Snider.
And it will be holding on Snider. So another big play is cut by a holding penalty by the Panthers. Uncharacteristic of the Panther program, no question.
They've got to get out of their own way right now. Just simple mistakes here and there. They're really shooting themselves in the foot.
Snider will come out for their second drive of the first quarter with 4:54 left, down by 6. After the beautiful strike from Becker to Englert. Twin wide receiver set there to your far side, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 25. Brown in the backfield. Will take the handoff up the gut. Makes one miss and is dragged down over the 30. About a 5-yard gain, almost 6 there for Brown. Another penalty marker. Yes, let's see what the call is. Explaining it to head coach Doug Dinan is the referee. It's an official timeout for equipment issue. I didn't see who it was that had to get taken out of the game, but we're back at it. No harm here. 2nd down and a long 4. Just through the hands of his intended receiver. It's a good throw by Swanson. Maybe a little wet ball for Floyd right through the hands.
Just looks like he's hurrying things a little bit. Let Floyd stick that foot in the ground, get his head turned.
3rd down.
3rd down and 5, 4:34 left in this first quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us all over the Summit City, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Big 3rd down play. Showing blitz here near side. Another hard count. Almost got him for a second time. And hold up. What do we got? We got a flag thrown by the referee. And false start is the call. So back Snider up 5 more. That's huge there on 3rd and 5. Now 3rd and 10, Coach.
The playbook gets a lot thinner at 3rd and 10 than it does at 3rd and 5.
So here comes Swanson. He's played well here in this first quarter. The handoff. Brown. And nice team tackling by Carroll to make sure he did not break out of about 4 or 5 tacklers. The 6th one came in as well. I think that was led by number 1, Hunter Mertz, the linebacker. A good play up front as well. Number 52, Mark Murray, was on that. As it'll bring up 4th and down, and we're going to go back to Carroll. That's Mason Englert back deep for the Chargers.
Snider just doesn't seem to have the energy or the juice they've always had in years past.
I agree. There's a different vibe for sure. Pressure. They saw something on that last kick and brought it again. That's going to be a little off the foot punt. They're going to spot it at about the 40. Check it. 50-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Carroll, up by 6. All right, at the 50-yard line. So good field position here for the Chargers.
Snider's been using that rugby-style punt. They used it last week also. It's always an adventure.
It will be 1st down, as I mentioned. Will be Becker in the backfield with them. Aiden Lazoff. 3 wide receiver set. Twins in the near side. Becker. Takes a snap. Scrambles here near side. Man-to-man coverage, has his man beat. Englert maybe skied it a little bit too much, but Englert calls down with it and is tackled inside the 5. Man-to-man coverage absolutely blew up by the Chargers.
That's that double move you talked about pregame. He showed it to him, turned the shoulders, then got vertical. McCullough, being a sophomore, really bit on the hitch. Ended up having to chase him down from behind.
So Carroll absolutely with the momentum squarely on their shoulders as they'll come out with the big backfield with 3:25 left, ball on the 2. And the handoff to Mertz. And the touchdown from 2 yards out for Carroll. 12-zip for the Chargers.
Great push by the Chargers up front there.
They are looking strong here in this first quarter, Coach. Started a little bit slow, I'm sure, for what Coach Dinan wanted. A lot of penalties there on that first drive, but they're really cooking now.
Similar situation to what we had last week. Snider just can't generate a pass rush. Snider can't really stabilize that offensive line. They can't get a push, which is linebackers are getting blocked, not allowing them to run and make plays. You know, Moon is such a dynamic player when he's playing side to side, but when he has guards running at him, it makes his job a whole lot more difficult.
This is SummitCitySports.com. We'll step away for a minute. We'll be right back.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live. Carroll up 13-0 with 3:19 left in this first quarter. Still scoreless. They're at Northside 0-0. No one between Dwenger and Northside. Game of the week. And they're going to squib it. And it's going to take a bounce inside the 15. Picked up by Billingsley. Billingsley makes a couple miss, but not the third, and Mertz, who just put one in for 6 with a tremendous tackle. First and 10 for Snider, and they just cannot afford to go 3 and out here. The momentum's really going to be with Carroll.
I think Carroll right now has all the confidence in the world, especially after the game last week, and they've come out and really dominated the line of scrimmage in this game thus far. I think Snider needs to come out and make a statement, run the football, put some sort of drive together, short, quick, efficient pass game, something to get some confidence in this offense.
Northrop up 7-0 in the second. As it looks like Dwenger did score. Dwenger up 7-0 over Northside early in the second. Handoff to Swanson near the 20. And it's going to be downed at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of about 1 for the Panthers. As a swarming D right now for Carroll. That's looking nice.
Billingsley on the carry. Tackle by McGinnis. Gain of 1, second down.
Second down and 1. And another run. This one to the 20. Just about a 3-yard gain for Swanson on the keeper. And we'll bring up 3rd and long.
Gain of a couple, 3rd down.
Running some read option off that jet look. Turning the defensive end loose. If the defensive end chases the jet, quarterback pulls it and steps underneath.
So it will be 3rd and 6, 2:05 clock rolling. Swanson. Play action Billingsley. Had it knocked away out of his hands. Swanson has space near side. A lot of greenery out over the 35 to the 40. And will hop out of bounds. That might be a late hit. And no. Looked like he had at least a foot out of the sideline. But that's going to be a huge 3rd down play for Snider to move the chains.
Yeah, that was absolutely missed. He was 2 steps out.
Ball is spotted.
So it will be 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line for the Panthers. And Swanson using his feet once again for another big play.
Swanson maintaining his composure there, pulling it down, getting what was there.
Here is Brown, shifty back, out near the 50. They'll mark him there at the 50. 3-yard gain.
Brought down by 64, Ethan Klingler.
Brown's such a physical runner.
Second down.
Like to see them really pound away with him behind big DJ Moore just to try to establish a run game against this Carroll defense.
They've been trying, but it has not been working. And there's going to be a false start on this near side, the left tight end. 5-yard penalty. We'll back it up for Snider. Second and long. Be about 2nd and 12. 1:16 left.
Interesting formation here with tight end trips into the boundary.
Right up the gut, near the 50, maybe just shy of it. Will bring up 3rd and somewhat manageable. Ball will be spotted at the 50 as Tyrese Brown takes that carry.
Pull the backside guard and tackle there. The guard kicks out, tackle leads up, and Brown just kind of tucks right behind that tackle, keeps the legs churning, picks up about 7.
Big 3rd down play, another one on this drive for Swanson and the Panthers. Swanson across the middle. Oh, just a bit behind. Not a real strong play on the ball. That's going to be incomplete. And we'll bring up 4th down, ball at the 50, and the punting squad in.
He's got to put that ball there out in front of him. He puts that ball out in front of him. He catches. He may still be running.
Fourth and 7. It will be Englert down or back deep for head coach Doug Dinan and the Chargers. 26.8 seconds left.
They've really kept the ball away from Englert in the punting game here too. With an offsides on Carroll, that puts Snider in an interesting position. They're down to 4th and 3.
It will be a 5-yard, so 4th and 3, as you mentioned, Coach. Decision time here for head coach Kurt Tippmann. And it looks like he's keeping the punting squad on.
Like
and they're going to go for it here, Coach.
It's like Coach Tippmann's bringing that offense back on the field. I'd take my big physical back and run him behind my Division I offensive lineman and let the chips fall where they may.
Well, you got 12 on the play clock here. Let's see if they're going to have to burn a timeout. As this is pointless if you get to delay a game here. 6 on the play clock. And there's the timeout. So it just wasn't quick enough getting the offensive together, and that is the first timeout of the game. We'll step away here real quick. SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Huge 4th and 2, 26 seconds left. The handoff to Brown, and he does get it.
That's a fantastic second effort, sidestepping a tackler.
So first down. Well, they're talking about it. No one's signaled yet. Yeah, I think we're going to get the chains. So the chain game will come out to take a peek. 20 seconds left in this first quarter. This is a big measurement here. Let's see what we got. I mean, live, it looked like he got it, but the spot, I mean, that is darn close. Still looks like he does have it, but that is, I don't know. As the referee's in front. Turnover on downs. Are you kidding me? The Chargers coming up huge. As just, I'm sure, a link. It couldn't have been much because the officials, the head official, it took him quite a while to make the decision on that. Wow. Oh, close play. That could be a huge play to finish or to go into this second quarter. Now Carroll will take possession, 13-0. So it will be first down for Becker. And they've been moving the ball at will in the passing game. 3 wide receiver set. Could be the last play of the quarter. Becker. And play action. Has a man once again, Englert. And just couldn't get to it. Incomplete pass. 13 seconds left. 2nd and 10.
Easley Jones on the coverage. 2nd down.
Snider with a 5-man defensive front there, trying to force some one-on-ones and big protection and still not getting a pass rush.
Yeah. Not a recipe for success, Coach. 13 seconds left. Becker. And Coverstone once again, another first down pitch and catch. That's been pretty much the same route all 3 times he's caught the ball.
Ball into Panther territory.
Well, 1st and 10 for Carroll.
First down.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 43-yard line. Twin wide receiver. Nope, this is going to be a spread formation. Lazoff in the backfield with Becker. Becker calls out the play. Or signal. Hands the Lazoff. Looking for a hole. Lowers his head and gets out to the 40-yard line. Good push from Snider, but couldn't find Lazoff. And that's going to be the end of our first quarter. Our score 13-0. Carroll, an outstanding couple of possessions in a row. And we'll step away. You're watching Summit Athletic Conference football right here from SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. Grant Veith on the color here from the University of St. Francis, flipping into the second quarter. Carroll moving the ball. 2nd down and 7. Up 13-zip. They're going to put a man in motion. And the play action. Man-to-man, the double move. Once again, Englert, that's going to be pass interference or a hold. I don't know if the ball was out of the hands of Becker yet, but that's going to be one or the other here, Coach.
Good to see Snider finally get off the ball and develop a pass rush. Becker took a shot there. pushed the guard back into him. Then as he released the ball, he took a shot right up under the arm.
It will be, as I mentioned, on Snider. And the double move once again on the outside, causing Snider fits here on the defensive side of the ball.
Such a tough look when you're trying to man up. You have to commit so many guys to the run game right now. You're having to man up and put those guys on an island at the cornerback position. And
spread formation. Becker's going to keep it. Cuts it back in and is hammered at the 20-yard line by number 32. That is Isaiah Maxwell, the junior. Absolutely smacked him.
Tackle by 32, Isaiah Maxwell.
And we got a whistle.
Gain of 5.
Looks like they're reading that field defensive end. The defensive end came down, took away the dive guy. Becker pulled it, but that tackle might want to think about blocking that alley linebacker.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Becker, I don't care who you are, you can't take many hits like that. As Becker will go in that pistol spread formation. Lazoff in the backfield, the junior. As the referee is going to slow it down here. And there may have been some talk out there. But 4 wide receiver set. Becker. Look at that hole. He's got a ton of space to run it. And he is in. Jeffrey Becker using the legs for the score. The third one of the half for Carroll. They are rolling 19-zip.
Trying to play man on the back end defensively. Get a great pass rush out of 52 there. Completely beat that offensive tackle off the ball. Becker steps underneath. Everybody's chasing. Nobody notices. He's pulled it down.
So in for the point after is number 99, Evan Jester. But what a statement to start this game for Carroll. They are absolutely rolling. As that one does tuck inside that far upright, makes it 20-zip. SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 20-0 is our score. Carroll absolutely rolling. And that last touchdown on the legs of Jeffrey Becker. Let's take a look at that traction athletic performance replay. As Coach mentioned, the man-to-man defense, they dropped back, and that opened up the whole right side of the field, and Becker had absolutely no issues taking that in from about 20 out. So right here, I think the special teams need to do something, help Snider out here and at least get some good field position.
Snider at this point has just got to get out of their own way. They got to be more disciplined, fewer penalties, take care of the football, and sneak their way right back into this.
And near turnover as that hit one of the up guys and just dropped on by number 39, Elijah Talamentes with a Z. That will be 1st and 10 for Snider.
Good awareness there. That could have been absolutely disastrous if Carroll puts up another one this early. I think Snider's going to have a really hard time fighting back. Snider's got the football here. Let's see if they can get something established.
And that was the issue last week for Snider, was getting down big early. against the Northside Legends, who right now are down 7-6 to Dwenger. Late sub coming in. That's Markel Keel. Now Swanson. Play action. Has man-to-man coverage on this near side. Swanson has a step. And they're going to get a flag. I think we're going to get pass interference. So penalty marker on the play. And Snider, this could be a break they need here.
Looked like Dinan pulled that inside arm away right as the ball arrived. You know, it's tough to second guess from up here, only seeing it once.
Right.
Penalty is forward pass interference on Carroll.
So it will be pass interference on Carroll, 1st and 10. For Snider.
Number 84 here, he's not on the roster. Ran a great route.
Yeah, we'll get that player's name here for you momentarily. I believe PA announcer has it. So it will be Snider and Swanson. Empty backfield here. 3 wide receiver set, 2 tight end. And let's see if they run in a kind of a quarterback draw here. That is a run absolutely from the play call. And Swanson gets out near the first down marker. Nice crafty little run from the quarterback.
That's a great look there, counter-type look. Quarterback takes a snap and delays, pull the backside guard and tackle, get everybody covered up. Really good patience there.
And we have a player down for Carroll. So we'll step away real quick here at SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll stick on the commercial as an incomplete pass. So we'll bring up 3rd and a very short one here for Snider and Darren Swanson.
As he's riding that fake, he's got to get his hips flipped, get his feet set, and really rip that ball. He's not getting his feet flipped right now, and it's not getting much behind the ball. It's tending to tail high.
So here is Swanson, 2 wide receiver set. A little T formation here with Brown in the backfield behind Swanson. Takes it. Fumble. And I think Carroll fell on it. At least that's what it looked live here. I'm sure the Carroll players are going to point there. And, yep, he comes out with the ball. Number 36 with the recovery. Dylan Bennett, the sophomore, and a huge play from the Carroll D.
Recovered by number 36, Dylan Bennett for the Chargers.
Has got a little loose with the ball, did Brown, the junior, and that's going to be another costly turnover as they were moving the ball pretty well.
Carroll just more physical right there up front, got both guards stood up. Really got their hands on Brown before he could get rolling and ended up putting the ball on the ground.
1st and 10 for Carroll. Trips near side, lone wide receiver to the far side. Becker is going to waggle out near side. Oh, slipped right out of his hand. And they're going to call that an incomplete pass, not a fumble, as Becker looks down at the hand. That's the benefit of or the negative, I should say, of the wet turf here. That Carroll's it rained for over the past, about 3 hours before game time here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, pretty much all across the city. As this, of course, is the last season for the natural grass and the football stadium here at Carroll as they're building the outstanding complex back behind us, which is really going to complete this campus, no question. 2nd and 10, Becker pressured, finds a hole, being tracked from behind by Thomas, and then is spun and is pushed out of bounds by number 20, Lamarion Bailey.
Grab by 20, Lamarion Bailey.
So we'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
Becker, this will be huge for Snider if they can force a punt to get this back after the turnover on a 3rd and 1. Trips near side, they're bunched. Lone wide receiver to the far side is Englert. Comes near side, Coverstone, and that's been their go-to guy on 3rd down. He has been tremendous, Jameson Coverstone.
Really struggling with communication there, especially on the far side from the Snider sideline. Just turning guys loose right now.
Handoff. Lazoff makes the first one miss, spins out of another one. 3rd one, and then the 4th one it's going to take to bring down the outstanding sophomore. What a run, showing you athleticism and power.
Little zone read right there. Defensive end just got caught staring. Lazoff was able to squirt right by him into the 2nd level.
Carroll once again moving the ball. 10 minutes left in this 2nd quarter. 1st and 10. Ball at the 32. Lazoff spins out of the first hit. Couple yard gain here. About a 4-yarder for Lazoff and Carroll. Keel with the tackle.
Lazoff's not even getting contact till he gets into the 2nd level. This defensive line of Snider has to keep those offensive linemen off of the linebackers. They have to start plugging up some seams.
Spread formation. Becker calling out the signal to his wide receivers. They've been hurry up all offense along the seam, right down the middle, and the score by number 2, Bowden Height from Jeffrey Becker.
Really good composure there by Becker to stand in and take that shot. Looks like Snider ran an ET stunt there. Defensive end spiked into the B gap. Defensive tackle looped and came wide. That defensive end came clean, just absolutely walloped Becker. Becker stood in there and delivered a great ball.
What a job by Becker. And now for the kick is number 99, Evan Jester. And he does tuck it in that far post. And let's go to our Traction Athletic Performance replay for that pitch and catch as Becker called it out. I don't know if that was an audible with his slot guy and Height, because he looked at him right before the call. I think he gave him a little hand signal, and they went with the seam right down the center of the field, and Height catches it for 6. So Carroll, 27-0, really making a statement here, Coach. No fluke against maybe a down Lures club this year. Still can do damage in 2A, but Carroll really flexing their muscle here early.
Snider's got to get some juice and get something going. Last week to start the second half, they came out with a quarterback change, and Halpert's just a different type of kid. He's a runner. He's got a little more shake to him, a little more wiggle. May not be a bad time to take a look.
And that's not to say, Swanson's played well here in the first half, but maybe try to get a spark here.
Swanson's played well, but you have to find something to get these guys going. Offensively, you're just not getting it done. Offensive line's having a hard time getting any push. And when Swanson's had time, he's delivered.
Jester set to kick for Carroll.
So it will be Evan Jester to kick. Outstanding soccer player as well. as that one's booted. Near the 10-yard line is caught by Easley Jones inside the 10. Cuts it back to that sideline, is spun down by Hunter Mertz. And Snider will take over 1st and 10 with 9:17 left in the second quarter, down 27-zip.
If Snider can get a score here and a stop, possibly punch one more in before the half, then get the ball at the second half, they can get right back in this, but they have to get something going offensively. That defense has been on the field, it seems like, all night.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Time of possession. And it will be spotted at the 21, 22-yard line for Snider and Darren Swanson in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set there near side. That's number 9, Langston Lavelle, the sophomore. This kid has been talked about a lot, as he is a tremendous football player, number 9. Swanson fakes it to him, to Lavelle, and will take it for about a 3-yard gain. A lot of sophomores I've noticed here playing for Snider on the huge turnover from a year ago. As they'll keep Lavelle in the backfield with Swanson.
Gain of 5, 2nd down.
Know a little bit about the Lavelle family. Opportunity to coach little young Les as he takes it out. Does his older brother, number 9, Langston Lavelle, out for a 1st down. Maybe that could be a little spark here for Snider, Coach.
Where's this young man been?
Again, go ahead.
We were looking for the one thing that was going to be the catalyst, kind of get some things going. And maybe the tough run into Lavelle will be the thing that gets it going.
Twin wide receivers to the far side. Lavelle in the backfield. Quick pitch out and a drop. Unfortunately from Jade Moore, as that will bring up 2nd and 10. That would have been at least a 6-7 yard gain.
He put the ball right where it needed to be. As you watch it, ball comes into his hands, you see his head turn. It's not an issue with the gloves, young man. You got to keep your eye on the ball and squeeze the air out of it.
So it will be 2nd and 10 for the Panthers. In motion is Juarez, and we got a flag and a fumble. Juarez does fall on it about 4 yards deep in the backfield, but we have a penalty marker on this near side by the line judge. And it's going to go on Snider. And I think they're going to decline this, make it 3rd and long. We're looking at 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 for the Snider Panthers on the decline. That's exactly what they're going to do.
Was an illegal formation on Snider.
Illegal formation on Snider. Play action. Swanson. And is hammered by Hunter Mertz right outside the 40-yard line. Mertz has been all over the place.
Pursued that all the way from the weak side, fought his way through traffic. That's a great play by that young man.
And had a 1-2-yard TD run as well on offense in their big offensive package. 4th and 8, just under 8 minutes left, and Carroll is going to get the ball back. Will be Englert deep. Nearly got to another kick. They've definitely seen something. Jester gets it off. And then a fair catch. And no intent there. Carroll will take over 1st and 10 as the coaching staff for Carroll is asking for the penalty.
He was engaged all the way down the field with that corner. I'm not sure he had a chance to see it.
And they're going to talk about it here. And the back judge, who was right there saying it was no penalty, no interference on the fair catch. And I think they're going to, I'd be so shocked if they threw a penalty flag this late after talking about it, but we'll see what happens. I've seen crazier things. So it will be, oh, there it is. There's a flag, and it's going to be interfering on the fair catch against Snider. Wow.
Another special teams mistake has cost him again.
That is another huge penalty, as you mentioned, Coach. Man, you're right. They just cannot get out of their own way here. So Dwenger and Northside still 7-6. Dwenger on top, but they are moving the ball, are the Saints. So really the only win here early for Snider was the coin toss, as everything else has been the Carroll Chargers. So it will be a 5-yarder. Maybe eventually. Dwenger just puts it in. So 14-6 for the Saints.
I love when the offensive guard is trying to explain the kick return rules to the head official.
Who else would know more about it, Coach?
He obviously has a really firm grasp on the skill positions.
That's awesome. So 1st and 10. Spread formation, and Becker and company have been tremendous offensively. He'll pull it out of the gut of Lazoff. Coverstone, yeah, that's the first mistake he's made. Coverstone's been open on that out all game long, though.
Snider's defensive line got off the ball there, finally got some push. Get Becker outside of the pocket. He's dangerous out there.
So it will be 2nd and 10. Four wide receiver set. Hand off to Lazoff. He's got space. Spun and can't get away from the tackler, number 32, Isaiah Maxwell. Nice tackle in space for Maxwell.
Really good fill there by Maxwell.
We'll bring up 3rd and 9 for Carroll. Spread formation. Becker with Lazoff. Takes it. Becker. He's going to come back near side. Well executed play. He's got blockers. The big fella's out front. And Lazoff will cut it back here near side. And it's thrown down by Hurst. But what a play call and execution, Coach.
Been waiting on it. Kept thinking Snider would try to initiate some screen game just to get something going. There you show all the motion there to the field. Sneak Lazoff here to the boundary with 3 guys out front of him.
What a play. And the big fella's out front leading the way for Carroll. 4 wide receiver set. Lazoff in the backfield. This time they do have safety help, but man-to-man on that outside. Beautiful thrown ball. What a catch. But is he out of bounds? Well, we got a flag. But I don't know why the official's not giving us a no TD, or if was it incomplete or no. Because he caught the ball, must have been out of bounds. As a back judge, that's exactly what he's coming to talk about. Because he may have been in bounds in the end zone. And let's see it. So, should be pass interference. They're going to wave it off. Hold up. Not sure. Because there was definitely contact, and the official threw it right away, and he was so adamant about it, he didn't even finish the look at the touchdown. It came right into the referee.
Both of them were hand fighting, both all the way down. If he catches that ball and comes down out of bounds, it could be deemed an uncatchable ball.
So 6:17 left in this second quarter, 27-0 Carroll.
Snider's got to find a way to get off the field here without giving up points.
Sorry, Coach. 6:17 left in the quarter. Ball's at the 25-yard line. Spread formation once again. They've been rocking this quite a bit. Becker looks left. throws left. Man-to-man coverage, and just over the head of his intended receiver. Number 19 is Cooper Rudolph, the sophomore. Will bring up 3rd and 10. So 6:12 left, 3rd and 10. And this is huge right here. And head coach Doug Dinan is going to take a timeout to talk about it. Their first of the half. We'll step away real quick here. SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people who know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think, that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
He's stupid.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Big 3rd down play. 3rd and 10 for Carroll. Up 27-0. Becker may look to run. Instead, he's got a man wide open, and Jamison Coverstone wide open for the score. Wow. Oh. That is got to be a blown coverage there, Coach, to have a guy that wide open.
I'm guessing there was some sort of miscommunication. You try not to turn guys loose like that very often.
No question about it. 33-0 now for the Chargers. What a showing here against Snider. And you look at the Snider sideline, just demoralized right now with 6:03 left in the half. 2-point conversion here for Becker. They're going to go Becker across the middle and can't complete it. So that will be 33-0 for Carroll. As let's go back to the Traction Athletic Performance replay for that score as Becker takes the snap. And that was the slot guy. Yeah, they went with the outside receiver, and that was a wide open play to Coverstone.
Had a rub route. That corner's got to see it and come off and let that linebacker carry, or the linebacker's got to try and work over top. But that's a tough look at the high school level.
Yeah. So outstanding execution and play calling here for Carroll early with 6 minutes left in this second quarter. What a showing here tonight. There is no doubt about how legit Carroll is. We're seeing it right now on both sides of the ball.
Jeffrey Becker's just putting on a show, throwing the ball. Great composure, delivers the ball where it needs to be. Makes good decisions.
Update from Wayne High School. They're up 22-17 over Lures at half. That is going to be a back-and-forth game throughout, I do believe. And the big boot by Jester. And fielded with one step in the end zone. That's an automatic touchback here in Indiana High School football. So 1st and 10 for Carroll to start it with 6:02 left. Snider to start 1st and 10, and they need to score badly here.
Just to get something going, just to get some confidence, some sort of spark going into the locker room.
In the third quarter, Homestead up 7-0 over Concordia. Here comes Snider. Definitely can't go in 3 and out.
Concordia Homestead in the third quarter already?
Yes, they are.
Has anyone thrown the ball yet?
Well, I can only imagine the amount of carries that Amir Drew has had. And Hardwick for Homestead. Oh, fitted in beautifully. Rogers, Adarian Rogers, he could take it to the house over the 30, the 20, and pushed out inside the 10. What a huge throw by Swanson and catch by Rogers. What a play.
That was a great ball by Swanson. He rode that zone fake in there and then threw an absolute laser in between two defenders.
And Snider, let's go to our Traction Athletic Performance replay to take a peek at that. As I started a bit late, let's go back to it. Swanson, right, yeah, you're right, Coach, right in between two defenders. And look at the speed of Rogers. Without the angle from the DB, he would have taken it to the house, no question. 1st and 10, inside the 10. Lavelle, the sophomore. That kid is a difference maker, no doubt about it. The sophomore for the 7-yard touchdown run for the Panthers. So they answered. Only took, 17, 20 seconds off the clock in this drive. And they will set up for the extra point. Swanson on the hold. And number 86, Christian Hernandez, the junior. Check it, that's Trent Ryder, the senior kicker.
Last week we talked about Snider within the kids needed to find some leadership, needed to find some spark. Maybe these young guys are it.
And that will be a extra point wide. And that is a 33-6 score. SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 33-6, 5:43 left in the second quarter. Mertz is upended. Good tackle by number 31, Quincy Mayat.
Good job attacking the blocker, using his hands, playing off, and upending the returner there.
Let's go to that score from the sophomore. And Langston Lavelle is just so strong. He's running a little upright there, but he is so strong for a sophomore. I've seen him play basketball back since the 7th, 8th grade, and the kid's built. If you're a Summit Athletic Conference fan like Devin Tittman there for Bishop Dwenger, he's got the same exact build. Becker deep, has a man, and Coverstone puts it right in the breadbasket. Outstanding. Are you kidding me? Jeffrey Becker. Wow. Becker has been impressive, Coach, here in this first half. Under 5.5 left.
Absolutely delivering the football where it needs to go, and these receivers are making plays.
Yeah, Coverstone has been tremendous, as has Mason Engler as well. They'll bring a tight end for this formation. They're going to waggle him near side. The quick out, the catch. And cannot spin into the end zone, but nice catch and a beautiful throw on the run to number 19, Cooper Rudolph from Becker.
They're going to bring in that big set here, double tight ends, 3 backs in the backfield. See if they can punch this one in from the 2.
Here it is. The big formation, as Coach mentioned. And we got a flag.
Coach's nightmare. You get down in there tight, run a formation you don't always run, and somebody who's in kind of a different spot starts rocking forward. From a passing game perspective, you almost prefer to be a little deeper, though. You get more vertical stretch, get more room to work. Throwing the ball from the 2 is pretty difficult.
Here is Becker. They're going to go with that same formation. Ball spotted at the 8. It's going to hand to Mertz. Mertz cuts it out over the tackle and inside the 5-yard line will bring up 2nd and goal. Yeah, 3-yard line.
2nd and goal.
For Carroll, 2nd and goal. Same formation. Mertz hit right at the goal line, then the push from the Carroll Chargers pushes them in for the score. Carroll absolutely rolling. 33-point lead. As that looked like it was going to hot up at the 1, and then the push. And the far line judge already gave the touchdown signal.
Was stoned there at the line of scrimmage, and then just a little extra charge by Carroll there.
That was a well play on words there, Coach. I see what you did there. T formation went beautiful for Hurts. Traction athletic performance replay, and you'll see it. Hand to Hurts. Had stopped there, and then a push right at the end for the score. And going for 2 are the Chargers. Same formation. Why not? Play action. Nice defensive play to stay with his man in the back of the end zone, but a great defensive play by number 25, Jonathan McCullough. That will.
Really good awareness by that corner there. They tried to release that tight end on a corner route. Corner ran with him, didn't bite on the play fake, showed good discipline. That drag over top might have been there, but just a little too hot out of Becker's hand there for him to come down with it.
That was number 25 for Snider, Jonathan McCullough, the 6'3 senior, with a tremendous play. As that is not easy to do, so hard to not bite on that, but beautiful play. And it's still, though, 39-6, 4.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Back deep for Snider to Various Easley Jones. Northrop and Southside at 7-0. Northrop on top in the third quarter, so nice job here for the Southside defense, keeping Darius Cowan in check so far.
He may still be trying to rehydrate from his 37-carry performance last weekend.
You may be a couple shy, Coach, but no doubt. 4:32 left, and it's going to be Evan Jester with the kick for Carroll. New Haven up 6-0 over Mississinawa. That's at New Haven. All these games live on SummitCitySports.com. That one's angled, fielded at about the 7. Easley Jones looks for space, found some. Another shifty cut, taking it down that far sideline. Can Jester knock him out of bounds? He does, but a huge return for number 1, Tavarius Easley Jones.
He's been a step away a couple times. He can absolutely roll.
Excuse me, 4:20 left in this second quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Thanks for joining us here. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And it will be Swanson. And good push there from the Snider front for a nice 5-6 yard gain for Lavelle. And he has been a difference maker, Coach, since he's entered the ballgame.
He's certainly brought a spark. Big physical runner.
And that one not going anywhere, about 1.5 yards. We'll bring up 3rd and short, about 3rd and 4 for Snider. 3:40 left in the second quarter.
Third down.
Here's Swanson. Twin wide receiver set to that far side. Lavelle in the backfield. Play action. Swanson, man-to-man coverage in the end zone. And just behind a little bit for his intended receiver, number 14, Jade Moore. That will bring up 4th and 6 with 3:19 left.
Dinan making plays on the defensive end. I remember not too long ago, Coach Dinan's other son, Cody, making great plays in the passing game. Strange to see a Dinan playing defense.
So beautiful job. We got a flag on the field. And unsportsmanlike conduct on Snider. Uh-oh. So a 3rd and manageable now is going to back him up. Another huge penalty against the Panthers. So yeah, it was one of about the only benefits with no fans in the stands. You can hear everything field level for the most part. And that was unsportsmanlike conduct on Snider, 15-yard penalty. Now it's going to be 3rd and forever. Under 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter.
That's an after-the-play penalty. That's absolutely inexcusable. Sure, Coach Tittman's not real happy about that one. You can take penalties when they're effort penalties, but when they're just silly mistakes after the play, those are what kill you.
So that will bring up 4th and long for the Panthers. And they're going to bring in the punting squad. Oh, that was 4th down. I apologize. That was a turnover on downs.
Yeah, they lost it down on the unsportsmanlike.
.308 left, and plenty of time for Carroll with 2 timeouts to put another score on the board. And, man, you drop 40.5 on Snider. That is saying something. I don't care. That is a wonderful feat by head coach Doug Dinan and his kids. Trips near side, lone wide receiver to the far side. Laz off in the backfield with Becker. Becker comes near side. Coverstone wide open again. Ran right past the coverage. Coverstone and knocked out of bounds. And Snider looking like they're just giving up here.
Down to the Panther 15-yard line.
That may have been an injury on the DB. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that because he's holding.
Looks like he's shaken up, I believe is the correct term.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Coach. Lost there. That will be a official timeout. So let's tap away here real quick here. SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We believe in sharing positive stories and are excited to set the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Basketball is such a reactionary sport, and we talk all the time about your first 3 steps are the most important: powering out, exploding, the things that they're teaching our kids with changing direction quicker, getting a stronger core. Those things have been very valuable for our athletes. Everything that Parkview Sports.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 3 wide receiver set to the far side. Becker in the pistol. That's Rudolph all alone on the near side. Laz off in the backfield. Becker's going to look to throw. The quick little slant and through the hands of his intended receiver, Englert. That will bring up 2nd and 10.
Keep an eye on number 52 for Snider. Reese Thomas, 6'1", 208 as a defensive end. He's been giving both of these offensive tackles fits. Reeve Muncie's a really good player at 6'4", 285. But Reese has just used his hands really, really well, used his quickness, and gotten loose a handful of times. He's been putting some shots on Becker. It's really the only one getting consistent pressure at the moment.
Yeah, the Carroll offensive line as a whole has played well, but Becker will stand in that pocket and take a hit. Little corner route, thrown a little bit heavy. Speaking of those linemen, let's give him a shout out here. Number 62, Max Malcolm at the right tackle. Right guard, Tyler Wierzema. Hello. Number 51, Daniel Ricci. Number 54, the left guard, Kyler Bills. And the left tackle, Reeve Muncie. Number 55. That's the Carroll offensive line. Same formation here for Becker and the Chargers. He's going to waggle out far side to his right. Threw it over the defense and nearly caught. How did he even fit that ball in there? What a throw.
As a dangerous throw right there. The defender looks like he flashed just enough to get Mason Englert to take his eyes off of it.
Carroll. 4th and 10. And it will be Evan Jester in for the field goal attempt. A 33-yard out. And Jester, plenty of boot. And he could have knocked that in from about 55. Outstanding boot. And the kick. Field goal good. 42-6. And Carroll is in absolute control. Wow. Man. So impressive what they've done here tonight, no doubt. With 2:38 still left to go in this second quarter. This is one of the longest first halves that I've been a part of. Going on about over an hour and a half right now in this first half.
I think it's long up here.
Yeah, that's Snider. No question, that staff and squad over there, I'm sure, are thinking about that a little bit more than what we are. But Carroll 42-6. Have not done a lot of things wrong since that opening drive, as Carroll in absolute control. .238 on the clock, back deep. Once again is Easley Jones for Snider. So it will be Jester, who just drilled that field goal with the kickoff. He's put 2 in the end zone. Has Jester. And the big boot near side, fielded at the 5-yard line. Has space. Little stutter step, and is not pushed out of bounds. Cuts it back to the center of the field. And another good run on a kickoff from Tavarius Easley Jones. A little bright spot there, Coach.
He's an exciting player. Even when they've tried to angle kick away from him, he goes and gets it, and he's dangerous back there. Again, in a situation like this, as a coach, you got to find positives to focus on.
Right.
I think Tavarius absolutely has been a positive tonight in the kickoff return game. Reese Thomas getting off the ball defensively has been fantastic. Moon has been flying around making plays, and especially the tough running of Langston Lavelle is a bright spot.
And Moore will take that little slant and pick up about 5, maybe 6 yards. Nice pitch and catch there, Swanson to Moore.
the bubbles, the tunnel screens, things like that where you're stretching the field horizontally. Make Carroll defend the whole field.
Second down and 5 for the Panthers. The handoff to Lavelle. Cuts it out wide. This kid is tremendous. Spun out of traffic and near the 25-yard line, maybe a bit short of that. But first and 10 for the Panthers.
At 6'1", 190 and only a sophomore, he's a load. Runs behind his pads well.
And they're going to fake the handoff to him. Swanson keeps it, but that one minimal gainage.
Good play by the defensive end there, kind of stringing that out and then being able to close and get in on the tackle.
Tackle goes to Klingler. Second down.
Second and 8. Swanson. Hands Lavelle. Lavelle ran right into an end and a good tackle out in space. And we got a flag on the play. I believe that was number 56. Yep. Nope. And I think that was a tackle by Mark Murray, number 52 for Carroll. That was an illegal formation on Snider. Just another un-Snider-like penalty here in the first half. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Penalty declined. Third and 8.
Just a mental error. When your kids line up wrong, it's really, really frustrating because you can't do anything if you can't line up right.
Swanson. 3 wide receiver set. They put a man in motion. That's Juarez. Throws it near side to Rogers. Tries to jump, make an adjustment on the ball, but no penalty. Wow. Rogers, it looked like he tried to come back to put a play on the ball, and the DB ran into him, but no call, so that will bring up 4th and 8 for the Panthers, and they're looking to go for it here.
Ball's underthrown there. He not a whole lot Dinan can do there.
So we'll be 4th and 8, and they're going to bring in the field goal squad, and it'll be number 96, Trent Ryder, the senior. Let's see here what we may have a timeout. I think timeout Snider. It will be timeout Snider. They still have one remaining. We'll take a short break. SummitCitySports.com.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Ryder with the deep kick. Plenty of leg. Can he fit it in that far side? And just wide left. Had another 15 yards on the leg, but couldn't fit it in between the uprights. So 49.1 seconds left, Coach, and 1st and 10 for Carroll.
Again, really looking for bright spots right now. You know, now's the point where you start taking a look at young kids and start taking a look at effort and trying to figure out where you need to build. You're 2 games in. You've still got 8 games in a regular season and playoffs to think about, but there's still plenty of time to get some things corrected, but getting pretty late into it.
No question about it, Coach. As Becker and the Carroll Chargers looking to put one more score up on the board here before the end of the quarter. Coverstone, what a turn and play on that ball. That was back shoulder and pulled a beautiful ball down. Wow.
That's great focus. He knew he was going to take a shot.
This is just a highlight reel first half for the Carroll Chargers as the clock stopped as they moved the chains. 1st and 10 from about the 41-yard line. Becker, waggle near side, sees a hole. He may just run it. Oh, against the body, throwing it deep, but just behind his intended receiver, Bowden Height. We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Coverstone again, finding a gap in the defense and sitting down in it. Maybe it's time to put a bell on him.
A little cat bell needed on Coverstone. Coach says on the Snider Panthers sideline. So we'll bring up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped, 31.8 seconds left. 36-point lead. If this goes into second half that way, we're looking at a running clock. Becker, good pressure. He's going to tuck it over the 50. And will pop out of bounds for the first down. Gain of about 12 on that scramble. Clock stopped at 23.8 seconds left. 1st and 10. Becker is tremendous.
Showing great poise, good athleticism.
Here is Becker, gets the call from the sideline. Becker, he's going to roll near side. He's going to tuck it. Runs against the grain. Back out wide to that far hash. Has a blocker up front with Englert. And he's going to run out of bounds with 13 seconds remaining in this second quarter. And Carroll continue to move the chains, but 2 timeouts left for Coach Dinan, 13 seconds left. Trying to put him in field goal position here, maybe take one shot deep. But this still right here would be a huge, very far field goal.
Becker's listed at 6 feet. From a selfish standpoint at St. Francis, I just hope he doesn't grow.
University of St. Francis coach and Grant Veith joining us here in the booth.
If he gets to 6'2", 6'3", he's probably a Mid-American Conference guy.
And I think Coach Dinan's going to take it one of his 2 remaining timeouts. So we'll step away one more time here before the halftime break. SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 13 seconds left. Carroll looking to put one more score on the board. Becker makes the first guy miss. He's going to run it, and he's going to get in field goal position. 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the clock. He takes it near the 20-yard line. Becker, the past couple of plays, just tucking the ball and running.
Reese Thomas again bringing some heat. Like I said a couple times, you got to find bright spots. Right now, that kid is pinning his ears back and really getting after the passer.
So 5 seconds decision time here for Coach Dinan. I don't know if you have enough time to throw one up and still get a field goal off if you have an incomplete pass even. So let's see what happens here. Just a little. And then the one thing that Snider cannot have happen is Coverstone shaking free wide open. And they're going to get the last timeout from head coach Doug Dinan. That is their last, and they want to talk about this last play here with 5 seconds left, Coach.
Do you try a gadget here just to put it on tape?
That could be. Head coach has always got to be thinking ahead. You know that. That's Carroll absolutely laying the wood down here on the Snider Panthers. Next week, excuse me, they will host Northside. That will be right here on this same field. So an outstanding matchup next week as Northside and Carroll, depending on what happens there at Northside tonight between them and Dwenger, could be 2-2-0 clubs.
Talk about an opening stretch for Coach Brevard and the Legends. You get Snider week 1, Dwenger week 2, and this physical Carroll team week 3.
Yeah, that's the complaint from a lot of the fans and even some of the players. I don't even know they won't say it out loud on social media or anything, but the same SAC schedule year after year after year. Like to see things shaken up a bit, no question about it. But for the time being, we're running with that same schedule.
It's got to be really tough to build continuity, too, with your team being socially distanced essentially since March and trying to come together and form a unit.
So 5 seconds left, last play of the half. You would assume here with Becker and Carroll. Becker is going to look to throw one in the end zone. Looks near side, throws it up, has height, and nearly picked off by number 7, Jackson McCullough. And he's had a couple of nice plays here in the first half, Coach.
He catches that ball. I think he shoots down the sideline and takes one to the house there.
So halftime score 42-6. Carroll is on top. About an hour and 45-minute half, as that was an outstanding performance by the Carroll Chargers, both offensively and defensively here at Carroll. So we're going to step away and catch our breath, pay some bills. You are watching the Summit Athletic Conference right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Sure, we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Do you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
This is an invitation. to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Woo. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting broken down here with the new press box that they're going to be throwing up here. They got the elevator shaft going. They got the little pro shop concession stand building that's bigger than a lot of people's houses. This is an absolute complex. As if you've watched some of my soccer broadcasts, we call it the last year of the sun over the soccer field, because the other opposite side of the field where the soccer press box is right now is where the soccer press box will be next year. So we are excited about that, as we are out here quite a bit as well for soccer, as we also go into the field house for the basketball as well, as we're sharing a press box tonight with the one and only head coach of the Lady Chargers, Mark Redding, joining us here in the press box. Big shout out to head coach Mark Redding, as we're going to blow his head up a little bit more if we can here tonight at halftime. But he's an outstanding coach there on the basketball court. But this is a huge, huge showing for the Carroll Chargers at halftime. 42-6 is our score. This is SummitCitySports.com. You can follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like and follow our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at the Big Eyed Fish.
Pretty solid tenderloin there, too.
There's no doubt about that. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com. Parkview Sports Medicine is the area's largest integrated sports medicine team, specialized in serving every level of athlete. No matter if they're trying to get better at what they do or recovering from an injury, our experts coordinate your care in state-of-the-art facilities in our community. To start your journey, visit us at parkviewsportsmedicine.com. So we are going to step away here for about a 5-minute break. There's still 7 on the clock. We'll come back and give you some scores and give you a little recap of the first half. Getting 5. We'll be right back. SummitCitySports.com.
Sure we have to do this? A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent,
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Still in our halftime break. A little update score-wise around the Summit Athletic Conference. Of course, right here, Carroll enjoying a 42-6 lead as we're going to go into the mercy rule to start the third quarter, which is the new rule put in last year. Lures over Wayne right now 32-30. Northrop over Southside 21-0. Dwenger right now up 20-14 over Northside. Homestead 7-0 over Concordia. And New Haven 14-7 over Mississinawa. Those are all games live on SummitCitySports.com. But, Coach, right there in that first half, what a dominating performance on both sides of the ball, really, for Carroll.
Yeah, really impressive, especially on the line of scrimmage for Carroll. For Carroll, offensively and defensively. Offensive line has provided good protection, allowing Becker to just kind of pick apart the Snider defense. Yeah. It's really, really tough to play man-to-man defense when the guy's sitting back there with 4 and 5 seconds to throw the ball. And then when Snider's on the defensive end, they're just not getting any penetration, kind of getting pushed around by this Carroll offensive line. I did not expect Snider to come out here and get physically beat up the way they have. It's just very uncharacteristic of a Snider, Kirk Tittman coached football team.
No question. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I mean, Jeffrey Becker has been tremendous. He's thrown some just outstanding balls, but there's been a lot of blown coverages as well in that defensive backfield for Snider. Coverstone, we all know about, of course, number 7, Mason Englert, who had an outstanding game last week, but this kid, Jamison Coverstone, you mentioned it, may need to get him a cat bell for the Snider defense to find him out there on the field.
5'5", 125, and he's finding holes and kind of sitting in there, and Becker's delivering the football. As a little guy, not a big powerful guy, but he gets into space and he's quick as a hiccup getting through a seam.
As it will be Snider ball to start it. They won the toss and did defer, so they will get possession to start this game, but 42-6. And Carroll just doing about everything right. You mentioned a lot of uncharacteristic penalties on the Snider Panthers. They did bring a sophomore in, Langston Lavelle, in at tailback, and he really looks very promising. You mentioned it maybe go with the the younger, maybe go with the sophomore quarterback and Hoppert to see maybe to shake things up a little bit as well on that end. But, need to try something here differently with Luke Hoppert, as who I mentioned, number 11. Played the second half last week against Northside, but Snider definitely needs to get something positive in the second half to take into week 3.
He came in last week against Northside and certainly provided a spark. Showed a little bit of shake, showed some things a little different than Swanson shows, but with the penetration Snider's allowing up front, it's really hard to get anything going. It doesn't matter who you have back there. If you've got a second and a half to get the snap and get it out, And the thing about the running game, once Lavelle came in, he was hitting seams, and there was no delay. It was stick a foot in the ground and get vertical right now and get what you can. Like I said, he runs behind his pads extremely well and was running through some arm tackles. Just would like to see some more of that. Build some confidence, build some continuity, and get these young guys some more reps, because looks like going forward that's going to be your core.
Yeah. There's no question about that, Coach. That's Coach Grant Veith from University of St. Francis. Tim Atkinson here calling your play-by-play. We're going to step away for about a minute here and get set for the second half. You're watching Summit Athletic Conference football right here from SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live right here from Carroll High School. The Carroll Chargers up big right now, 42-6 over the Snider Panthers. Snider did win the coin toss and defer to the second half, so they will be receiving on this kick. And that's been a bright spot for the Panthers in the first half, was the kick return ability of Tavarius Easley-Jones. Had a pair of them. Speaking of one, let's go back to his second of the two big returns. That was in the second quarter. He took that one at the 5, comes near sideline. The kid does not give up. He does not want to go out of bounds. Tiptoes it and watch him cut back in here to the center to try to get some more yardage. That's great effort. He got another 4 yards on that, but he's been a very large, bright spot here for head coach Kurt Tittman, the senior kickoff returner.
He's back there deep again. I'd be surprised if they get it anywhere near him.
And he is alone back, standing at about the 4-yard line, but Jester, he's been feeling this goal line as he's had nice angled kicks towards the corners, and that one will hop out for illegal procedure. Ball will be spotted at the 35, but he's placed a lot of balls in the corner there on kickoffs.
He has. That really limits his availability, or his area that he can run the ball through. Carroll's done a nice job squeezing things down, but just with that speed and that elusiveness, he's hitting it vertically, and he's had a good night returning the football.
So it will be 1st and 10 for Snider at the 35-yard line on the illegal procedure. And, of course, no time off the clock, but once it starts, it'll roll with the mercy rule in effect, up 35 points or more. But I wonder, this is probably the first time Snider's been in a mercy rule on the opposite side of it since the rule's been in effect just last year. So good run to start it on that opposite side with Langston Lavelle.
Getting behind his pads, tough physical run.
Kid just knows where to find it. And you're right, he runs behind the pads so well. Swanson in the pistol with Lavelle behind him. 3 wide receiver set, twins to the near side. Little misdirection, handed Lavelle. Another 5-yard 6, push it out for a 7-8 yard gain. The sophomore looking nice for the Panthers. So we have third quarter, 11-19 left. Turns near side. Swanson's going to tuck it. He's had a couple of very nice runs in the first half. He's going to pop out of bounds near the 30-yard line to move the chains for the Panthers. First and 10 on the run from Swanson.
Snider's got some things rolling now. And this is still that same Charger D. Snider came out with a spark. They got a little electricity, getting some things going.
First down, Snider. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. 10.5 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Same formation. Swanson in the pistol. Lavelle behind him. Looking to throw on the quick cut. And Moore bobbles, catches, and takes it out for a first down over the 20 near the 15-yard line.
Great concentration there. Ball's just a little bit low, but he's got to focus and catch that ball clean. But good job getting it hauled in and getting vertical with it.
Jaden Moore, good to see him out there after the knee injury at the beginning of the basketball season last year for head coach Jeremy Roush and the Snider Panthers. As they will, same formation, they flip-flop it. Hand to Lavelle. Nice shifty cut and the spin. Made something out of nothing. At least got back to the line of scrimmage, or that would have been about a 2-yard tackle for loss.
Trying to pull the backside tackle there, and the interior guys at Carroll get such great push that they knock that puller off, and the guy who's supposed to get trapped ends up getting in on the tackle.
Second down for the Panthers. Twin wide receiver set. Lavelle, another run, and Mertz. How about Hunter Mertz into the backfield for the tackle and a 1-yard loss on the play.
Read it extremely well there, ran through a gap, locked it up, and rode him down.
It will be third and about 11, maybe 12. Somehow got out of there, and Swanson takes it near the 10-yard line, just a couple of yards shy of the first down. And we'll bring up fourth and short for the Panthers. Klingler with the tackle. Snider, 4th and 4, 8.5 left. Going for it. Twins near side. Oh, they handle Lavelle on the run. He's churning and out near the 10, but he's going to be about a yard short.
Just too much penetration by the Carroll front there. Snider just can't get any push.
Yeah. Jackway with the tackle. So turnover on downs. Under 8.5 left. So running clock. Nearing 8 minutes left to go in the third quarter. And the handoff up the gut as the backup's now in on the 2 deep. That's number 13 in at quarterback Logan Swain. And on the run was number 22, Luke Carmody, the junior.
Snider had a transfer defensive lineman from Bolingbrook, Illinois, Isom Robinson.
Yeah.
Really good player, but for some reason his eligibility's been held up by the IHSAA. I'm sure they were counting on him to play some snaps.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of being robbed of an opportunity right now by the IHSAA.
Son of former Snider great Jabbar Robinson. Has a nice hard run, picking up about 4 yards for Carmody. We'll bring up second. And we got a whistle. Under 7 minutes. And not sure what the whistle was for. But we're good. Here comes Carroll.
Chargers right now with their starters in everywhere but the quarterback position, getting some valuable reps in. Snider still has their 1 defense in.
Yeah, good call. Just the backfield, really, on the 2 deep as they hand off to Carmody. Once again, he's got a blocker out front. How about that block by number 59? That was outstanding on the edge from Tyler Wiersema, but we got a flag. Hold. It wasn't on him. I think it was on the inside blocker. So 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Clock continues to roll. Second down on the hold.
That's a tough assignment for Wiersma out there in space. He executes pretty well.
Yeah.
That's a big man trying to block a little guy out there in space. And God love him, offensive linemen aren't the most athletic humans on the planet.
No doubt about that. 5.5 left. Spread formation for the Chargers. Logan Swain, the senior backup quarterback. Quick throw, Coverstone, and he has been outstanding, has Coverstone. He's near that first down marker. I think they're going to give it to him. They're going to spot it at the 35-yard line, and a first down for the Chargers.
Does such a good job just finding space and settling.
Good for the Charger. First down.
5 minutes left, 42-6. Handoff, Carmody, and good play off the edge by number 38, Markel Keel, the junior.
Keel playing the quarterback there on the zone read. He gave it, just sat patient, waited on it to bounce back to him.
It will be a loss on the play. And second down. And Coverstone over the 200 mark in receiving. Nine catches for 230 yards. Add another one to it, and then makes one miss out over the 40. Cuts it back in for 3 more extra yards to that first down marker. This kid is showing out here tonight in week 2.
Here comes Carroll's big set, that T formation, looking to get a third down conversion here.
3:40 left to go in the third quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. As the T formation, as Coach said, into the ball game.
Comes an ISO look here to your left.
There's the handoff to Hurts. He gets it on third and short. First down for Hunter Hurts and the Chargers.
Just such great push by that Carroll offensive line.
Nearing 3 minutes left, 1st and 10. Swain gets the call from the sideline, heads back to the huddle to share it with his squad. And they'll stay in that T formation here, it looks like, Coach.
Look for that play action look here again out of that.
Right up the gut. And Mertz with about a 6-yard gain as we have an update from Wayne. Bishop Lures up 39-36 in the fourth quarter and looking to score again. If you're watching that on SummitCitySports.com, Lures looking to take a 2-possession lead. Northrop on top of Southside in the fourth quarter, 27-7. We got a final from Concordia, 7-0, Homestead wins. Wow. Carmody takes it out for another first down for Carroll.
If this were a fight, the doctor would have stopped it by now. Snider's not even defending himself anymore.
Yeah, that's going to be under 2 minutes. And, yeah, just you could see the shoulders slumped about midway through that huge momentum run. And how about Dwenger on top of Northside with 3 minutes left to go in the game, up 27-14. What a big win for Dwenger. As I believe they got Southside next week. Nope. Yes, they do. They host Southside next week. As that's taken out for another 7-yard gain for Carroll. Under 120 left in the third. Games next week. The Snider Panthers will host Concordia. Carroll will host Northside. Wayne will host Northrop. Southside at Dwenger. and Homestead at Lures. We'll see if we can get a 6th game next week, as we did tonight. Good catch by Swain. Hands to Carmody. Carmody cuts it against the grain and then drags a tackler out to the 25-yard line. Tackle by Hurst. And 25 seconds left. And that will be the end of the third quarter, as the running clock continues with the mercy rule up over 35 points. And Carroll will go into the fourth quarter. Who'd have thunk it? 42-6. We'll take a break. You're watching Summit Athletic Conference football from SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fourth quarter action. As good play in the backfield by number 15 for Snider, the senior, Julius Sims. Broke through the line that time, Coach.
Good play by that senior linebacker.
11.5 left. And Swain.
This Snider defense has been on the field all night long. There's some heavy legs out there.
It's checking in at tight end, number 12, Dylan Floyd. And Swain will break the huddle. And the pistol with Carmody behind. A little out, and that one deflected. And that will bring up third and about 12 for Carroll. 11 minutes left.
Third down.
So clock will continue to roll. Still 20 on the play clock. As head coach Dinan and company is going to enjoy this night, that is for sure. 3rd and 12. Swain. And the pistol. Goes out wide. And just a bit overthrown. McCullough on the coverage. He's looking for his wide receiver, number 83. That's Braden Buzz, the senior. 10 minutes remaining.
10 for 83, Braden Booz.
Braden Booz. And 4th down and 12.
It's like Carroll's going to try and kick a field goal here. You can never get enough live work in special teams.
And especially when you have an absolute opportunity to make it to Evan Jester with this boot. Ball spotted at the 25. Jester, can he get it there? Just shy. Oh, about 2 yards shy, and that will be a turnover. And we'll go back to the Snider Panthers, nearing or just under 9.5 minutes left.
It's like he might have hit a divot there. Got underneath it.
I like that. I like that call. A little divot out on the field. As just shy for Jester. First and 10. 9 minutes left for the Panthers. And here is the sophomore quarterback, number 11, Luke Halpert, with his sophomore teammate in the backfield, Langston Lavelle.
Halpert came in, ran some zone read last week, and again, showed a spark, a little bit of shake. Offense got rolling a little bit. We'll see. Had some miscommunication there.
Good pass to Rogers. Rogers breaks through one. Can he break through a second? He does spin out of it, and then we're going to have a flag thrown from the back judge. Luke Halpert, the younger brother of Michael Halpert, who played here at Snider as well, now down at Indiana State. And what we got here? Penalty thrown at the end of the play. Face mask against Carroll. That's going to be 15-yard penalty against the Chargers. So back him up. And Halpert will look to put one in the end zone here with 7:49 left. Here he is. Halpert is going to put a man in motion. Hands off. Nope, fakes it. Option read here near side. Takes a pitch. And puts a couple blocks out there. Nicely done by the sophomore quarterback. And we'll put a nice couple screen block out there on the edge.
Once you pitch it, get out there and lead it. That's how you win friends and influence people.
Well, here it will be. 7 minutes left in this ball game. Carroll in absolute control. This was your halftime score, 42-6. Halpert hands to Lavelle. Lavelle, little stiff arm, the cut. Wow. This kid is going to be nice. Already is nice, I should say.
I think Snider's finding some weapons and kind of finding some answers. Again, being so far apart for so long, it's really tough to build chemistry. And replacing 40 seniors, you're really trying to rebuild a team. And it's going to take some time. And they've taken some lumps here these first 2 weeks, but it looks like they're kind of finding themselves and finding some weapons and figuring some things out.
The quick throw by Halpert out to Juarez. Juarez, about a 5-6 yard gainer, and that will bring up second and about 4 with 6 minutes left.
I've talked a couple times about stretching the field horizontally. That's a long throw for Halpert, who's a young kid throwing that bubble screen out there. You have to throw that thing on a rope, and that's an excellent throw, allowing Juarez to get vertical.
And pads a hit, and Lavelle stays up and takes it for another 4 or 5 yards. His sophomore back will not quit. 5.5 minutes left.
Lavelle right now looks like Spike from Little Giants, just bouncing off people and knocking defenders down. He just looks like the biggest, freshest kid out there.
What a beautiful reference that is, Little Giants. So we do have a final at Northside. Dwenger wins 27-14. Halpert on the look to number 88, Carter Wortman, the junior. Nice throw by Halpert, but couldn't complete.
Do everything right there. You get a great reach out of the guard. Get Halpert out of the pocket. That tight end's just got to turn his hands over.
We'll bring up second. I believe it's second and goal. It is. From about the 9.5. Here is Halpert. Hands Lavelle. Runs through a tackler and lowers his shoulder. Takes it out near the goal line. Man, this kid's a bumbler. Woo. Impressive.
Again, in Urbana, Ohio, he would certainly be a cowboy.
Here is Lavelle and Hopper in the backfield. They're the pair of sophomores. 4 minutes left. Plenty of time on the play clock, 15 on it. Hands to Lavelle. And he'll break in for his second touchdown of the ball game for Langston Lavelle, the sophomore.
Carroll got great penetration there. Lavelle just gets ahead of steam going and puts that foot in the ground. Once he makes a cut, he commits to it and gets vertical right now.
Here will be number 96, Trent Ryder, with the point after attempt. Yeah, that one's up, and that is no good. So a second missed PAT with 3:17 left.
Heck of a play by Swanson just to get that down. They rolled it back there to him.
So Snider will receive another kick. And let's see who they put back deep. As Tavarius Easley Jones has had a couple of nice returns, albeit in a losing effort, but has been a bright spot back there in the kicking game.
Snider just scored, so it's Carroll's turn to get the ball now.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, Coach. It's been a long night.
Let's see if Carroll rolls out the hands team.
So Snider will look to kick off. I forgot how the change of possession worked in the game of football, I guess. As it will be Ryder with the kick.
It's your first day. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that, Coach. First broadcast in the career. SummitCitySports.com. Again, thanks for joining us for all 6 games live this evening, week number 2, in high school football in Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. Will be Ryder. Back deep. That's Lazoff. And Mertz will take it at the 6-yard line. Mertz, full head of speed. What a collision. And number 10 on the tackle, Trenton Hurst. And McCullough. 3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
The only downside to the running clock is it really prevents some of these young kids to get snaps late in games. But there's plenty of JV opportunities for those kids to get experience. But playing on Mondays or Saturdays is a little different than playing on Fridays.
So Wayne and Lures up 49-36. That's late in the fourth quarter. And here is Swain in at quarterback still with Carmody in the backfield. 4 wide receiver set for Carroll. 2:15 left to go in the ball game. Hands off Carmody. Makes one miss in the backfield. Outstanding cut. And will be tackled shy of the 35-yard line. Well, Carroll fans, you can join me Monday evening for girls varsity soccer action as the Carroll Lady Chargers will take on the Bishop Dwenger Lady Saints. That's going to be an outstanding matchup. State runner-up from a year ago. Bishop Dwenger taking on Snider, or taking on Carroll right here on the campus of Carroll High School. 1:44 left in this game. It will be Swain still to lead this club. Played the whole second half. Becker has had a well enough first half by far.
Victory formation for the Chargers here.
And they're going to have to down it another time, as that is one lovely sight to see if you're a Carroll fan, is that victory formation here against Snider in week 2 to go up 2 wins, 0 losses.
Carroll's first negative play of the second half.
You might be right about that. They've been outstanding, clicking on all cylinders. And the coming out party by number 20, the wide receiver, Jamison Coverstone. And that's play clock at 6. And should just have to snap it this one time. And that will do it right here from Carroll High School. The big win. The big win for the Carroll Chargers, 42-6 over Snider to move to 2-0. Coach, what a performance here from the Carroll Chargers.
Excellent performance by the Carroll Chargers. If you'd have told me 4 weeks ago that it would have come in, that Snider would have come in and taken one on the chin like they did against Carroll tonight, I'd have thought you were out of your mind. But Snider's been outscored by 60 points the last 2 weeks.
Wow.
And they've had, there's plenty of mental errors, there's plenty of unforced errors, there's plenty of discipline hiccups there, but that's not making up for a 60-point overall point deficit. They got to find a way to get some things rolling. And
they have seen a couple bright spots there in the second half, but with some of the youngsters, but you're right, Snider has got to go back to the drawing board, now down to an 0-2 record to start the season, the first time in over almost 2 decades. So outstanding game by Jeffrey Becker, Aiden Lazoff, Hunter Mertz, number 20, Jamison Coverstone, Mason Engler. Outstanding performance on both sides of the ball for Carroll, and they got to be pleased moving into next week against Northside.
Give some credit to those down guys, too. They absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage, really limited pass rush the better part of the night, gave running lanes for Lazoff, gave running lanes for Becker to get free as things broke down or as the pass defense held up. He was really able to pull the ball down and do some things and make some plays with his legs. Again, I said the same thing last week. I think Snider's really searching for an identity, and they're searching for some leadership. And Coach Tippmann and that staff, that's a great coaching staff on that sideline, and they're going to get it figured out. It's just, it's going to take some time. It's a young group, and losing a core group of 40 seniors is really tough, especially on a program with the history and that has been as successful as Snider High School.
That's good, Coach. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding night here, week number 2 in the books for SummitCitySports.com. Grant, I want to thank you for joining us. Had a lot of fun with you here tonight. Appreciate the insight that you have. So for Hunter Sosenheimer, Grant Veith, this is Tim Atkinson. You have been watching Summit Athletic Conference football action right here from SummitCitySports.com.
Sure we have to do this? A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
Did you see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the